What's up everyone, Corey back again from Xbox Tavern with another review. This time I'm taking a look at Crash Team Rumble, the brand new game that is featuring our beloved Bandicoot. However, it's not the genre that you are used to. No, Crash Team Rumble is a multiplayer online battle arena game, or MOBA, as you might have heard. So completely different than our classic Crash gameplay. This MOBA game is a 4v4 online game. There are private matches and bot matches, but you're going to be playing 4 players versus 4 players trying to collect the Wumpa fruit. So think of an arena that is very much in the theme of Crash Bandicoot with Wumpa fruit and crates scattered around it. Your job as a team is to collect 2,000 Wumpa fruit and go deliver it to your bank. Well, you have 3 different classes of characters that you can pick from. You have your scorers, so those are going to be the players that are really meant to go and grab the fruit and bring it back to get it as quick as possible. You have your boosters, which are going to be mainly focused, or at least they should be, on going to these platforms that are activated for a very short period of time, and if you take control of them, your team gets a point multiplier, so you grip more Wumpa fruit when you bank than what you are actually carrying. So very important to the team. Or you can be a blocker. Obviously, those characters' main point and drive is to block the opposing team from cashing in their Wumpa fruit. Scattered around the map are also relics. These relics will allow you, once you collect a certain amount, will allow you to cash them in for different effects on the map that are going to either benefit your team or hurt the opposing team. And they might be from traversing the map in a funny way, or actually trying to damage the other teammates as they get close to it. And that's kind of the game. Your team is trying to get that number of Wumpa fruit first. Now, my time with the game so far has been mixed as far as my win-lose rate. It's probably a 50%. The only problem I have with it is the randoms. Again, you do have classes of your team, so you want a good diversity of who your team is made up of, but you also want to make sure that they're doing the job that they're supposed to do, what their character is good at. And with randoms, you obviously don't always get that. I can see this game being really fun with a group of friends. This would be a perfect Game Pass game. However, it is not on Game Pass at launch at this moment, just to throw that out there. But the game is fun, regardless of the randoms ruining your match at that time. The game is quick to kind of get into. Sometimes there can be a long loading screen. You got to connect to the servers and things like that. But once you are in there, I found that if you take the time to look at your post-game screens like I do, you're not going to have a lot of time left over just sitting around. It's going to throw you right into the next match unless you choose to quit out. So once you're in for a good bit. And I find it a little hard to put down for a bit, maybe a good hour and a half, but after that I'm kind of ready to go on and move on to another game, because this game right here, Crash Team Rumble, mainly it's just one mode at this time. Now, this is a games as a service type game. There's a battle pass with a level up system, and your characters have their own level up system. So there is some replayability and some rewards for branching out and playing different characters. But it is just one game mode at this moment. That the one I described where you go and collect the Wumpa fruit, that is it. And of course, there are a handful of maps, maybe 9 or 10 of them, I think. Each one has their own relics and cool little upgrades and power-ups that are unique to that map, but the game mode is the same. Now, will they add more? I think they will. This is just the only one available at this time. The character selection is good. I think there is about 8 characters or so. A good variety of different characters that you know and love from the franchise, and they've already shown and promised more coming in the future of the game. Past like season 1 or season 2, that is up in the air. So word to the wise for any games as a service game, you don't know how long it's really going to last. You don't know the future of it, so keep that in mind. The only other thing I would be wary about is the one game mode. I would have faith in that they would add more, but however, you can certainly wait that out to see if they do that. It is a solid game mode, but I would like there to be a little bit more variety. But other than that, I've enjoyed my time with Crash Team Rumble. I'm not done with it. I'm going to keep going back to it. I kind of hit it up almost every day at this point in my life, just for a little bit of time They just had a double XP weekend for the very first launch weekend, so I imagine those kind of things will come back. Great time to level up your heroes or your characters during that time. But yeah, Crash Team Rumble, not your typical Crash game. Is it a bad one? I don't think so. Will it last? That is a question that I cannot answer. I hope it does. I hope it does really well for them. I would love to see Crash do well in the future, and I don't think he's going away anytime soon. So yeah, if you haven't already found xboxtavern.com, I do implore you to go there to check out my score for Crash Team Rumble, as well as our many other reviews that we put up all the time. But that will do it for me for this review. I'll catch you in the next one.